church this morning, I saw the choir assembling, going to the front of the church as they were rehearsing and getting together the final
Let me
details.
just get a little break here. I'm trying to test all this equipment.
You want me to turn on the lights?
No, please don't, because it's. I need to use the lights from the outside.
Open up the black curtain, the dark curtain.
All right, even again, thank you so much. All right, Jimmy Carter's legacy, and early on, he's highly active in his local church, as you saw right there, and also traveled the globe, working to secure safe elections and public health. And of course, he dedicated years of his life to working with Habitat for Humanity, the organization that helps build and renovate houses for those in need. You might recall back in 2019, Carter was set to attend the Habitat event in Nashville. Just hours before the event, he fell and hit his head in his home. Well, despite getting a black eye and stitches, Carter still showed up to help build the home. That was one of the moments. Jonathan Reckford is the CEO of Habitat for Humanity. He's joining us right now.
You know, I keep dropping the camera too. Yesterday I dropped it
Where?
in the house, but
in Katoro?
yes, I was fooling around with it, testing it, you know,
Giving someone a home
and I dropped it.
that has been, a
And
big dream for so long.
didn't, and I was too stupid to cover the
Lens?
lens.
You really can't separate Habitat for Humanity from the impact of President and Mrs. Carter. Habitat was a tiny organization in 1976 when it was founded, and still tiny in 1984. And all that really started to change when President and Mrs. Carter joined a busload of volunteers and drove up to New York City, slept in a church basement, and helped rehab a tenement building on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. And that's when the world found out about Habitat and really put it on the map and started that remarkable run from 1984 all the way to 2000.
See, yesterday I was trying to work with. The interesting that there are different ports here, like this port. Turn on the light, yes.
Why he and Rosalind Carter gravitated
How do you get
toward Habitat for Humanity?
You see, this port works
With the USB.
with this USB.
Yeah.
This is the USB that I emptied,
Yeah.
and I put it inside the camera here. And this is so confusing. This has to face the larger lens. See the slot here? Has to go inside the slot.
In the right way.
Then you have to press it,
with no indoor plumbing and no
get it in there. Has to have a battery. And now I want to attach it to the back and to this. You understand? And see if it will work. Because in the show, this is how I want to walk around. The important thing for me is to set it up so when you sit, it will be in eyes level, you understand?
Yeah.
Then you have to make sure that everything here is nice and tight, and you can manhandle it to adjust it. And this is to keep the power banks. Yesterday, I wanted to charge them both, and now they are fully charged. So I want to use this as a spare. And here I have another micro SD card in case the one that is inside fries. See, and this to go outside with it somewhere.
President Carter was always the same person, and I think that personal integrity, along with that great drive to make the world better, and
then use this massive power supply that can last for a whole day if it works. You understand? And the idea is to get it to work just like this, without anything else.
On its own.
On the handle.
Without the PVC.
Without nothing.
Naked.
And being able to glide around. So if I'm eating, I want to shoot me and you in the room, for example, I can just connect it, and you want to connect it in the front, not in the back. Why?
Between 3 and 6 million units of housing, and that's one of the reasons we're seeing
Why?
inflation of
In
almost
the front, not the back,
from 5
because
years
of
ago. And
how
so
the
it's a
lens is
huge
gonna be
burden on
filming
families,
or
whether
what?
you're renting or trying to buy. And the same issues are true
No.
globally. So we have if you use UN data, 1.8
And the problem is to get through to you so you will actually understand something. It's such a nightmare. So challenging, and I cannot handle the challenge well.
Lying and proposed there at the Carter Center in Atlanta. There will be a number of tributes and the journey of his body over
And the problem is also the same thing that you don't understand is basic geometry.
Yeah.
How would you
The center of gravity has to be right here, you understand?
Yeah. And if you go backwards, it's gonna take
If
it
I
off
put
kilter.
it back like this,
It's
the
gonna
center
get it
will be
the
off.
off if it's
When I
not,
put it
yeah.
here,
Yeah.
like so,
It's a perpendicular line.
or like
down.
this, and then this inside, you see there is a butterfly.
Yeah, it's a butterfly screw, no?
This butterfly screw has to be positioned this way, not the way that it is now. Do you understand?
Has to be
The-
north-south, like,
It is like a V,
yeah.
and you want to hook the V right here. Then it cannot move. You understand? So right now, see, it is not oriented properly. It should be straight this way,
It's
right?
sticking out.
It's not lined up.
Yeah, it's not lined up properly.
Right now, it's perfect, you see?
No, but don't you have to, but is it tight enough?
No, so this is why you have to load it first and then tighten it.
Uh-huh.
Because once it grabs the teeth, grab a hold of the handle, it almost makes a little hole in the plastic here.
Yeah, right.
Come here and you'll see.
It's indented around.
Right here, put your nail in here and scratch it. Nail, you understand?
Okay.
You see the
Yeah,
dent?
yeah, I see it already.
So first of all, you have to put it in,
Right.
let it grab it like so, right there.
Uh-huh.
Now,
Now,
I tighten it
Vice President Kamala Harris is
here and tighten it here
yeah,
second election
and everywhere else,
yeah.
years after Trump's
and it's ready. Now,
U.S. Capitol.
this is the front, and this is the front, and this is the large one is the back.
The large one's back.
So I want to screw it in.
Yeah.
So, for example, I want to shoot myself with the front
Uh-huh.
and you with the back.
Okay.
So now that I know that it is tight and nice and it won't fall off,
Yeah.
I can take off the caps.
Yeah.
It is important that I use it before I get it to stabilize. So now I can try to turn the power on and see if it will work. I press the power on
Yeah.
and it works.
Yeah.
And now I want to start recording. One, and it started working.
Yes, perfect.
So now I want to eat something,
Yeah.
and I want you to be sitting there
Sitting where at the
where you
computer?
were, yes. And I want it to see when I'm sitting right now.
Yeah.
Watch me. It is about my height,
And it's mine too.
more or less.
Yeah. If it's especially just a 360.
And I want it to be a little bit high because the speaker, many times when you sit in the audience,
He's higher up.
he stands.
Right. And you're
So this way it's a little above us and a little below him, and it is perfect.
perfect. And then you get the audience.
Now this distance is too far to see me well. But if I want to see me well,
Yeah.
I have to handle it like bring it over here. Hands distance like this. You understand? This is the distance that we had it in the classroom. This is why you, and also to be on the safe side that it won't move around, I can
Do you want to wedge it?
wedge it between the table and this chair.
And why would it move around?
Because by accident I will kick it or do something.
Great.
Ask your eye doctor about prescription MyPo.
So how do you think I should approach this?
I think the best is to do what you wanted.
What?
You should make a copy of it on your computer or on your phone and an email.
I emailed this myself.
And
I'll show it to them, but they're gonna say that this is appropriate for them. They want it in a magazine.
so you can say that you had the medical problem, and in the last year we had to deal with that, and now you are coming out of it, so you'll start you're covering the show.
Right, I'm gonna be covering the show, and I can show her that I was active, even when I was doing, I was active in speaking, I was speaking engagement.
Yeah.
And this is a nice article, and it has you.
Yes.
You understand? But I think I have to talk to a supervisor. You understand? I can't talk to one of
Fine.
those.
And it's not a big deal either way. So.
Yeah. And if it's not, we can pay also.
Yes.
I think we should go anyway. So
Fine.
you're ready.
Fine. Not a problem.
You agree with me?
Yes.
Just to pack up. You did all of this. What are you gonna pack up and go again?
Yes.
But sometimes I can't help due to burning and stabbing pain in my hands. So I use Nervive.
Nervive's clinical dose of ARush.
And then if I want to move it around it will be
I
right.
know that UPS is coming and I can change it. Let me try to change the delivery or something, you know?
Yes. Tell him to postpone it a week.
Exactly 4 years after
Change
the
delivery.
Congress will again meet on January 6th.
I don't even mind letting me put it to Whole Foods, you know what I mean?
Yes.
The White House. Proceedings will be led by Trump's 2024 opponent, Vice President Kamala Harris. Monday's certification will mark a striking political turnaround for Trump, who was
Oh, I hold it at a
widely
UPS
condemned
location,
by
that's
Trump's
all.
supporters
You know?
for his
Yes.
actions
Let me
on the
see.
day of the Capitol attack. Trump is now promising to pardon many of those convicted of January 6th crimes as soon as he takes office. Steve Caporno reporting us right now. Steve, how is the Trump transition team approaching tomorrow's event?
Well, Fred, one of the ways they have been preparing for tomorrow is by making sure that it happened at all. Remember, if the House did not elect a speaker by January 6th, then the certification of the election could not take place. And so that is one of the reasons why you saw Donald Trump so involved last week with ensuring that Speaker Mike Johnson had the votes to continue with his role leading the Republican conference and the House of Representatives. And so you saw him vocally support Speaker Johnson publicly, as well as make phone calls on his behalf during those sort of tense moments when it wasn't clear that Johnson had the support he needed. So that is clearly one way that they have had this date on their mind. But look, this January 6th is normally a pretty mundane road process that doesn't necessarily attract a lot of attention. The only reason it is this time around is because of what happened 4 years ago and because of what Donald Trump is promising to do for the individuals who were part of the January 6th attack on the Capitol in 2021. So that is what is making this notable. Otherwise, it's just basically a date on the calendar of transition, which is now 2 weeks away.
All right, Steve Caporno, thank you so much. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. CNN will have live coverage as Congress certifies the 2024 election results. All right, straight ahead. The NFL's regular season is coming to an end. Who's in, who's out, and who still has a chance to
You may want to tell him that you're also a professor of business technology.
I know, but I'm gonna show her all the stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're into this, ham and cheese. They basically told me at the way that it's definitely, I'm an analyst, attendee. You understand? I'm in the business as an industry analyst,
Yeah.
attendee, but not press.
They want to make money, you understand?
Yeah.
The making of a legend premieres January
You understand?
25th on CNN.
Yeah.
But I think if we're here already,
Fine.
most of the things that we do anyways is we don't have time for a lot of the press conferences.
Yeah.
Bobby?
Yeah.
You can see it online. You understand?
Yeah.
The main thing is to go to that first floor and see the vendors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't make a big deal of it. We have money, you know, it's not like, you know.
No, I don't make a big deal either.
Yeah. No, because you said we could go home. You know what I mean? If you're feeling good, if you weren't feeling good, I say, why stay
I meant
here?
to say, I didn't say we can go home or not go home. Do whatever we want.
Do
Basically.
whatever we want, you know?
And millions of children's lives are being devastated.
And we got a room now, which is pretty convenient. We know how to go. You
Disease
know
Yeah.
what I mean?
and poverty. We urgently need your help to reach children in crisis. Please call or go online to give just $10 a month, only 33 cents a day.
And even that thing where they have that tonight,
This month to
most of that stuff was not, you see them again and again over again. So it's not such a big deal, you know?
Mhm.
Children in the most need.
We got a whole bunch of Google Voice numbers, by the way,
Okay,
30 days.
fine. I'll deal with them.
You can deal with it. But you set up nicely. The one thing good, at least you have a desk here. And you have more, and you ended up almost using all your power supplies.
Not at all.
Well, you didn't have a lot more left
Which I need more because if I want to have,
in different places. And also, just so you know, there's 4 outlets in the bathroom if you want
Yeah.
to ever,
We will send you the Save the Children tote bag as a thank you for your support.
And what about your phone? Is it, your watch, is it still the wrong phone time?
I don't know. I'm not using it now. 250. So yeah, what? Finish the
Never
sentence.
switch.
Small monthly donation of just
It's
$10
$11.50.
could be the reason a child in crisis survives. Show them they're not alone. Please call or go online to
Okay.
givetosave.org.
Do you want to eat anything by any chance? I meant to ask you to put that.
Wait, what?
Only smart bed in the world that
After you what?
and effortlessly adjusts.
Let me just shut it down now.
Okay, what do you want?
15 degrees cooler on each side. It actively cools by drawing
What do you want?
away from your body.